On behalf of Sarah, Tim's parents, Phil Kurtz and Cindy Kurtz, and my wife, Diane, I would like to thank you all for coming and welcome, and I'm so glad you're here to help Sarah and Tim start their new life together. Now, I'm going to try and get through this talk without crying like a baby. But there are no guarantees because I hate to break it to Tyler and Ryan, but Sarah is my favorite daughter. Early in Sarah and Tim's relationship, when it appeared that they were kind of smitten with each other, Diane tried to give Tim some advice. She said, "Run, Tim, run." Obviously, Tim didn't listen, and I, for one, am glad he didn't, but I would never not listen to my wife. When Sarah and Tim told me that they were engaged, yeah. Well, when they told me that they were engaged, Sarah informed me that I'd have to give a father the bride speech. And I told her, "Sarah, I wrote that speech when you were 4 years old." Okay, I lied. I lied because I didn't know I'd have to give a speech at her wedding. Yeah, I was having more thoughts more like a Rodney Atkins song about a boy coming to the door wanting to take my daughter on a date, and well, let me do this. And you know, I invited the boy in and sat him down, and I let him know how special Sarah was to her mother and I, and that she deserved respect, and respect is what you were going to give him. Now, I can't tell the rest of the song because my wife won't let me. But if you want to hear it, it's cleaning this gun. Oh, wait. That might have been the part I wasn't supposed to say. Sorry, hon. Okay. As it turns out, I never had to have a talk like that with Tim because from the very beginning, he treated Sarah with the utmost respect, a tribute to his upbringing. And back when Sarah was 4 years old, I did not know that several of Sarah's relatives would not be here to join us in the celebration, but we would be looking down from above, giving their blessing to this marriage. All four of Sarah's grandparents, George and Betty Clark, Charles and Ann Combs, and her Aunt Karen Clark, are not here to celebrate with us. Fortunately, Sarah has many memories of each of them. And Tim was fortunate enough to know Charlie. And I'm sure Charlie would approve of Schmuckeldorfer marrying his granddaughter. Charlie, I'll have a beer with you later. Personally, I sorely miss each of them. Tim's grandparents, Ruth and Clifford Kurtz, and just recently his grandmother, Charlotte Saunders, are also giving their blessing from above. Sarah, I have many great memories of the times we shared while you were growing up. Just a few of them are the many hours we spent at your soccer practices and games at Pacesetter Park, traveling all over Ohio, Indiana, and that state up north, watching your basketball and volleyball events. And then the father-daughter dances, first at St. Joseph's, where you would stand on my feet and let me move you around the dance floor. And then at Notre Dame Academy, when you'd dance with your friends and I'd lean against the wall talking to the rest of the dads. And then there are those times when your mother and I displayed our superior parenting skills, like the time we left a paintbrush we had used to paint our red door soaking in thinner on the back porch. You found it and thought it would look good as lipstick. I could relate many more examples of what great parents we are, but the embarrassment would be too great. Sarah, you will always be my little girl in your mother's world. We love you. I'm not done.
Oh, you're not done?
I'm not done. I'm not done.
Okay.
Before I close, I want to welcome Tim to our family. And Tim, you are welcome in our house anytime except the last Saturday in November. Please raise your glass as we wish Sarah and Tim a happy, prosperous, and long life together. Yes.
You did.
Our next round of toasts will be delivered by Amanda, Ashley, and Joe. I will let them decide the order in which they want to go. Just make sure you go.
Yay, I get to follow that up. I would like to thank the Clark family and the Kurtz family for making this day absolutely perfect. I would also like to thank Match.com for making this wedding possible. If it wasn't for Match.com, we wouldn't all be here today. So, hold on a second. I'm going to submit my profile real quick. Oh, okay. Got it. So, Sarah told me at the bachelorette party I needed to keep this speech short and gave me a 1 to 2 minute time frame. So I decided to write down every moment we've ever shared together since the 5th grade. So get comfortable, grab a cocktail. In the words of Sarah Clark, now Kurtz. Sorry for not being sorry. Just saying. Just saying. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Mandy, and I'm the least attractive bridal party attendee, and also Sarah's best friend. Sarah and I were inseparable, and it all started at 5th grade when we were teammates on the F League in CYO basketball at St. Joe, Sylvania. And I'm sure you guys are wondering, what does F League? Well, F stands for failure, because our basketball team was terrible in grade school. Naturally, Sarah and I were the best players on the F League, but we seemed to make the best out of our losing record by coming up with the most ridiculous nicknames, which were Fire and Fighter, because we weren't cool enough being on the F League. In grade school, Sarah and I spent a lot of time trying to be cool by using roll-on glitter, perfecting our AIM screen names, and averaging 1-day-long relationships, and hoarding highlighters and gel pens. Our friendship continued when Sarah and I went to high school. Now, if you know anything about the Clark family, they have a strong love for St. Ursula Academy. So, I'm still trying to figure out why Sarah decided to go to the other school. Sorry. Even though we went to rival high schools, different colleges, now live in different states, we still remain best friends through the best of times and worst. Sarah and I enjoyed a lot of laughs together on family vacations at Myrtle Beach, Traverse City, and Round Lake. We shared a lot of challenging times together, including passing of our grandparents. Sarah and I have an obscene amount of unforgettable stories that are super inappropriate to share today. So, and I'm probably past my 1 to 2 minute time frame anyways, so. A story I can share that I'll never forget is when Sarah told me when she was going on a date with a guy named Tim, that she met on Match.com. She was nervous and excited, but she wasn't sure if Tim was who he actually said he was on his profile. So, naturally, we had an escape plan just in case. I may not be able to take credit for making Sarah or Tim's profile on Match.com, but I can take credit for being the first one Sarah called after your first date at Big B Coffee when she said Tim was the one. So, Tim, I want to thank you. Thank you for making my best friend unbelievably happy. Thank you for listening to her incredibly long stories, making her laugh when she doesn't want to, providing a shoulder to cry on when she's upset, giving her advice when she needs it the most, and sharing Sarah on the weekends I come home. Tim, I also want to thank you for not having Sarah and I perform the escape plan we had 5 years ago. Go Bucks! Cheers to Sarah and Tim.
Stuck to my chairs. All right, then they'll shut up. Oh my gosh. My fault. Oh gosh. All right, wow. Now I have to follow 2 people, which is super hard. So I try to keep mine under the short because I wrote it like 6 times, and I was trying to be like, so yeah, it was hard. So I can't believe you guys waited a whole year. You guys are like, you know, if you guys can do this, you guys can do anything. See, I can't even do it. For those of you who don't know me, Sarah always introduces me as I'm Sarah's college roommate, and we were randomly selected freshman year. And Sarah's the only reason I stayed in Toledo the 4 years. Like literally, I would have went home. Sorry. So Sarah and I were random roommates. Mrs. Clark always thought that I was Gothic. And sure enough, though, when we met freshman year, Sarah and I were definitely not. I was not Gothic. No, Sarah was definitely the pink girl, and I was too, but I like my punk rock music. And I trained Sarah to like it too. Yep. So Sarah and I, as soon as the parents left, I was so scared, and Sarah and I hit it off, like, right away. I'm one of 5 girls, and Sarah became one of my sisters instantly. And so I got Sarah snort, apparently. So no matter how long we go without talking to each other, Sarah and I can pick up right where we left off. And no matter what, we can say a conversation and look at each other and not even finish the sentence. And my husband's always like, what happened? Where did this conversation go? So Sarah and I have I feel like we're twins, even though we're not. We can just talk to each other. We can go a month and not even, and then all of a sudden we just ramble. So Sarah and I, sophomore year, got in a fight for 4 or 5 days over the silliest thing of a fart. We didn't talk to each other literally for 4 or 5 days. It was the worst thing ever. And Sarah said, I don't think Ashley wants to be my roommate anymore. And seriously though, it's those things make me laugh to this day. Tim, I hope you can handle that kind of thing and not, yes. Hopefully you guys can not sweat that small stuff or smelly stuff, I guess. So one of my favorite memories throughout the years is We always went on road trips, got lost in Michigan. I know, that's not a good one. Jumping or jamming to punk rock music in our car and having quiet taunt contests. Sarah and I couldn't go a day or a night without telling each other whoever talks the next has to run around the dorm naked. Did we ever do it? No, because neither of us wanted to do it. And I think we talked too much. So, Sarah, I am so happy you found your person. Tim, I know as soon as she found you, met you, I knew you guys were going to get married. She talked about you all the time and was so excited. I could see it right away. And I'm so happy you found your person, and I can't wait to see where your adventure begins and ends. And I think you guys are going to have the best life ever. And I just want to cheers to both of you. To Sarah and Tim. Woo! I had to.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good evening, everyone. Can everyone hear me okay? Is everyone good? Okay. I really should have given my speech first, since Ashley and Mindy's speeches were way better than mine was going to be, so. But Tim, this is all your fault, so enjoy my speech here, okay? For everyone here tonight, thank you all for coming, and for those who helped make this wedding so beautiful, especially Sarah. You look absolutely stunning tonight. Tim, look at me. She's going to be your everything, okay? You take care of her, all right? Thank you. Well, Tim, you're just here tonight, buddy, so that's all your role is tonight, man. That's all you got to do. All jokes aside, I'm really happy for the both of you, and I'm so glad to call you both dear friends. 100%. If you haven't figured it out yet, my name is Joe Kegg, and I am proud to be Tim's best man tonight. I met Tim back at the Defiance College. I got to really emphasize the, like the Ohio State University, but it's actually the Defiance College, okay? For a Division III school, all right? We met each other playing on the tennis team. That was my senior year, his junior year. Most importantly, the single thing that brought us together tonight, or actually forever, was our love for Michigan sports. Now, where are my Michigan fans out here in the crowd? Get louder, come on. Go blue, that's right. Now, Dave, I got something for you here, okay? This is from the bachelor party when you put on the Titantron Go Buckeyes for Tim, okay? Tim and I went to the Elite Eight game when Michigan played UCLA. They did lose by 1 point, unfortunately. But I was picking up Tim, okay, at his house, at his apartment, and I heard your daughter legitimately say 2 words. This is the first time, Joe, that I'm going to say go blue to you. So, right then and there, I'm getting her lured in. I'm getting her lured in to say that. I don't know about that. I'll keep trying and trying. You never know. She's already said it once, so she could say it again. You never know. Tim, we've shared so many life moments together, if you think about it. Graduated college. You know, I'm a year older than you, 2 years older. Bachelor parties, just recently. First girlfriends. Yes, we have that similarity. Yes, I said first girlfriends, everybody. High school was not the fondest years getting the ladies at all. I'll be honest with you. I'll be the first to say. Same for you, buddy. It's okay, man. That's all right. That's all right. It's going to be now. All right. That's okay, though. That's okay. Birthdays, my wedding, loss of family members, summer tennis leagues, because we do play tennis, and the birth of my son, Brady, which I'm the first to say, and on behalf of my wife, too, Amanda, who's out here. Brady absolutely looks up to you guys. He loves you guys. Appreciates everything for both of you. Yep. And now, your wedding. Last but not least, right? That's why we're here today, buddy. Yep. It's really nice to have a friend throughout the years that you can truly count on to be there all through the good times and the bad times. When Tim introduced Sarah to my wife, Brady and I, we knew instantly that Tim had found someone special. However, my first question to Tim, being a sports guy, as I am, does she like Michigan or Ohio State? You have to ask that question. It's N-O. It's N-O. That's the answer. N-O. So I wonder what the Michigan versus Ohio State game will be like at your house now that you're a married couple. Can I say awkward? Tim, I got a piece of advice for you. Happy wife, happy life. As you hear it. But in all seriousness, though, Sarah complimented your personality so well, and as the months and years went on, it became more evident that Tim was going to propose to Sarah. I mean, I think my wife, like I said, she's out here. She kept asking Tim about every time we hung out, which we did hang out quite often, when he was going to pop the question. I speak for my family, but Tim and Sarah, we cannot be any happier that you are our dear friends. We are so happy that you're finally celebrating your marriage today, and we're so excited to celebrate more of life's moments together. So let's now raise our glasses for love, laughter, and pure happiness. To the bride and groom, congrats, Tim and Sarah. Thank you. Absolutely. No, it's great. No, I'm great. Thank you. Yep, no problem. Thank you. I got it.